Are you wondering about your veteran burial benefits and how they fit into your final expense planning? By the end of this training, you will have the basic knowledge to act with confidence. Here's another question. Have you ever had to help plan a funeral? If you have, then you probably remember the pain, the confusion, financial stress, on what may have been one of the worst days in your and your family's life. You or some other family members were having to deal with a loss, finances, and complicated planning too. For many folks, it gets in the way of grieving. At worst, but common, are family tensions and squabbles. Thank you for your service to our country. We are veterans too. You are probably aware that some burial benefits are available to you, but you might not know all the details. Depending on your funeral choices, it can save you and your family some money and give you the honor that you deserve. In our agency, we know these three things, and if you do not know them, it could cost you money. Number one, it is much better to investigate ahead of time so your choices are known, and it helps to get pre approved by the National Cemetery Administration, which is part of the VA. Number two, the paperwork is not too burdensome, but the instructions can be complicated and overwhelming. And number three, Arlington National Cemetery is a completely separate and the benefits more comprehensive. If you think you may qualify for Arlington, we recommend that you begin at their website. We've prepared a simple two-page instructional letter and the accompanying forms to help. And we can send it to you, or you can find the same things on our SSL secure website, www.goplanning.com. Okay, so here we are on our website, and I'll show you how to navigate to find these resources. Up at the top, click Resources, and then click Important Veterans Burial Information. This page has everything you need. You scroll down, there's a little bit of information that we include in the letter that I mentioned. And then finally, at the bottom, are all the forms that you might need. And back up, there's another way to get there. On the home page, we've got a button with the Veterans Burial Benefits, and that takes you to the same spot at goplanning.com, and then click back home. So you're welcome to download those information or contact us and we'll print it out for you and mail it to you. But here's a shorter version. You can get pre-approved for a plot or a final resting place in a national cemetery. This is for any veteran that has an honorable discharge. The application form is short, but it takes about 2 months to have it returned. You will submit a copy of your DD 214 or other discharge papers. After you are approved, then you can submit the same form for your spouse. The same form is used for both traditional burials and cremations. You're also eligible for a monument or a headstone. This is a separate form, and this can apply to a resting place in a national cemetery or in a private cemetery. You're also eligible for a burial flag. There's a separate form. You might be interested to know that a burial flag has a slightly different dimension than most flags. You can sum up these benefits as after the gate, meaning they are inside the cemetery benefits, but do not include other funeral or end of life benefits. All these benefits could save you money if you take action, plan, and make your desires known. You earn these benefits with your service, but the real benefit is to your family. VA does not pay for funeral items such as transportation of your remains, usually more than once, cremation, embalming, a service, a wake, a casket or urn, flowers, an organist, pastor, etc. So the VA can certainly save you and your family on the cost of a plot and a marker, and that makes a big difference. But the other final expenses are your burden. Besides sending the instructional letter and form package, we can also help you get something solid in place to cover all your final expenses. Only include costs related to your funeral. There are often medical expenses at the end of life that can take away that nest egg that you may have. You may have debts like a credit card or a mortgage. If you're married, your spouse will lose a major source of Social Security income. And finally, you may wish to leave a legacy gift for your family. Or maybe you have funeral expenses that are unique to you.